Hello, dear children. Hope that you all are fit and fine and regularly doing your work and also completing your English homework. So, today let us start with a famous inspirational quote by Thomas Edison. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. I repeat, our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. Do you think, children, this quote is showing some connection with our poem Don't Give Up? Yes, you are right. Both giving the same message of not to give up. Children, in our previous period, we completed the poem Don't Give Up. Now, open your textbook. Now, we will recite the poem. You will recite with me. Come on, start. Don't give up. If you have tried and have not won, never stop for crying. All is that is great and good is done just by patient trying. Though the young birds in flying fall, still their wings grow stronger, and the next time they can keep up a little longer. Though the sturdy oak has known many a blast that poured her, she has risen again and grown loftier and prouder. If by easy work you beat, who the more will prize you? Gaining victory from defeat, that is the test that tries you. So this was the poem. That day, exercise was left. So here, two open-ended questions are given. First one, have you ever given up on something good? Share your story with your friend. Children, give up means to lose heart and stop trying. So children, the poet is asking you, have you ever given up on something in which you were good? Whatever may be the reason. And now you are regretting and feeling sorry for that, for your decision. You have to write it down in your copy about your experience. What are you feeling now? Okay. Next one, your friend fell down learning to ride a bicycle and now has given it up altogether. What do you think will be the poet's advice? Write it down. You have to write about what you think about the poet's advice. Now I am telling you about my opinion. The poet would advise him to be patient and rise stronger and achieve what he has set out to achieve with determination. This is according to my opinion. You have to write about your opinion in the copy. Okay, children? So, complete this exercise. So, this was about the poem. Now, this session from this year, you will be introduced with two new terms, that is appreciation and rhyme scheme. Now, first of all, we will understand both the terms. Now, see children, appreciation. Have you heard this word before? Yes. You get the appreciation for your good work. If you are getting good marks, the parents appreciate, teachers appreciate. So, appreciation means to recognize and to enjoy the good qualities of someone or something. Poetry appreciation is the same thing. Poetry appreciation is that attitude about poetry. There isn't a single reason why we enjoy reading poetry. It could be because we enjoy the rhythm that poet establishes with the words. Now, rhythm means a regular repeated pattern of sound. Or we can say rhythm means the lay and tal. Or we enjoy the rhyme. Now, rhyme means a word that has the same sound as another. You know about rhyming words. Or the poet's imagination. We enjoy the poet's imagination. We recognize and appreciate the skill that went into crafting or preparing or framing the poem. That is all about poetry appreciation. Next new term is rhyme scheme. Now, rhyme scheme is the structure of end words of a line that poet needs to create when writing a poem. Lines labeled with the same letter all rhyme with each other. Children, you know about rhyming words. You have done this. Now, see, example is given here. One, done, ton, beat, defeat. Now, it will be, rhyme scheme will be more clear to you when we will mark the rhyme scheme of our poem. Come on, take out your textbook and your pencil. Keep ready your pencil. Okay. So, now see, this is the poem. Now, here I have underlined the rhyming words. Okay, now see, we will move stanza wise. First stanza, see the words one, done. Both are rhyming. So I have labeled it A. Crying, trying. Again rhyming, I have labeled it B, B. So the rhyme scheme for first stanza will be A, B, A, B. Now we will move to second stanza. In second stanza, see the last alphabet of first line, fall. No other words are rhyming with fall. So only fall is A. Second line, stronger, longer. Both are rhyming. So we have labeled it as B, B. Third line, keep. No other words are rhyming with keep. So it is C. So the rhyme scheme for second stanza is A, B, C, B. Only two words are rhyming. Okay. Stronger, longer. So both are labeled as B, B. Other words are not rhyming. So rhyme scheme will be A, B, C, B. Move to third stanza. Here, known, grown. Both are rhyming. That's why A, her, prouder. Both are rhyming. That's why B, B. So rhyme scheme will be A, B, A, B. The last paragraph, last stanza. Beat, defeat. Labeled as A because both are rhyming. U, B, B. So rhyme scheme will be A, B, A, B. So children, for this whole poem, the rhyme scheme for first, third and fourth stanza is A, B, A, B. And for second stanza, it is A, B, C, B. Understood the rhyme scheme? Isn't it interesting? Fun? Yes? Yes, right. So now from now onwards, we will find out the rhyme scheme for each and every poem. Okay, children? Come on. Now you will underline the rhyming words and you will mark the rhyme scheme of the poem in your textbook with pencil. Okay? Now we will see the appreciation. Now see, appreciation. In appreciation, in the first paragraph, we will write about the poetess. Who is the poetess of the poem? Then the central idea of the poem. Okay, now see, the poem Don't Give Up is written by an American poetess, Hope Carey. This poem is short but influential. Now, influential means powerful. That describes the efforts that one should take to attain success in life. This is about the central idea of the poem. Okay. Now, in second stanza, we will write about why we like the poem. We will also write about our favorite line. See, I like it because it is in simple words that anyone can understand. The poetess has obviously been through something in life that was difficult, but got through it by being positive and keeping hope. So you should always be positive, children. Yes, you should never lose your hopes. Your favorite line. Now we will write our favorite line. All that is great and good is done just by patient trying is one of the lines I really enjoy in this poem. So this is about second paragraph. In third paragraph, we will mention about the things which are used to beautify the poem. To beautify the poem, the poetess has used many figures of speech like alliteration, antithesis, etc. The rhyme scheme of first, third and fourth stanza is AB, AB, and that of second stanza is AB, CB. Okay, so this is all about poem appreciation. You will copy down this whole appreciation in your copy. After this appreciation, we will talk about figures of speech mentioned in the poem in our next video. Okay.